Hello. 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 I am ready to start like a professional. I have inhaled a whole Pop Tart. And I'm ready to draw things on the internet. Cool. Ginger. Evening, bud. How are you? Full disclosure. Boy, and I just woke up from a couch nap. I worked a little late. She got home from work and doing some running around. We've had the windows open all day. Or I've had the windows open all day because it's felt fucking amazing. Hey, CJ. Had the windows open all day. So she got home. We were sitting there on the couch, just catching up on each other's day, and it's just fucking comfy. Said heck it. Went to sleep. No shame. Alright, so let's get some color on this lad. How was everybody else doing on Thursday? Excuse me. Ginger, I wanted to say before, like, while I'm thinking of it, and I remember it, when you go to edit this down, I've got a new. Yes, yeah. It's those are the colors that I kind of picked out when I was doing the roughs, so they may get tweaked. But yeah, like when I do like the rough colors and everything like that, I love doing like just a color palette on the image. What up, Bones? Um, yeah, when you go to edit this one down, I've got a new YouTube thumbnail on the drive since I changed the little cartoon me to have short hair now. So just letting you know. I don't know if I ever said anything. You're probably just rolling off of files you already had. Ginger has been absolutely helping me out, by the way, with doing really cool edits of. He's been taking the 3 days of me doing these streams and then editing them all down into one like time lapsed video that's somewhere in like 12 minutes or so, and throwing them up on YouTube. So those are really cool. So if you would like to see this whole process in a much sped up, faster, less less me talking dumb shit version, you can find those on my YouTube. And then I think he also has been. We agreed that we're just going to slap the streams themselves over there. So if there's any point of this you missed, I've got the VODs that are going to be stashed over here, but I'm also throwing them up on YouTube too, just to have them there. No worries, Bones. You got shit going on in your life. This is the big stone lad that we came up with their big grassy mohawk. Yeah, Ginger's been doing a dope, awesome job. He does very good video editing, so if you ever need somebody who's good at it, Ginger is a pro. He's also just a handsome and charming fellow. So if you just, need somebody in your life that is that. If you need somebody in your life that's just a handsome fella, Ginger. Besides, sir, we can both be handsome and charming at the same time. There's room enough for the two of us. Just the two of us. Yeah. I don't know, Bones is pretty handsome too. And CJ's pretty handsome probably. Like, I would just guess that if somebody's in this chat, they're pretty attractive and pretty delightful. So we might need to be sharing duties with a lot of people. Sharing duties. You're Yes, but that human mask that you wear is pretty handsome. Like that human soul that you took and pilot around as a shuttle. That's good looking. Incomprehensible extremities. Mood. It is hard to type with incomprehensible extremities. Big mood. This grass is going to be a little wild to color, so I'm just going to get close to the area like that filled. And we'll go in with laser precision. I love when I fill in a boy and there's no, leaks. That sounds kind of weird out of context. Ginger, you're getting robot levels of catching these burps. You've been spending too much time at the robot. Because you guys are still playing Remnant together, right? You, him, and Ian. And then we got our Sunday D&D. Yay. Nearly 100% of the game. Hell yeah, dude. I've very much enjoyed our campaign so far. And largely just being in a game with new boy Ginger. So what you thinking so far? Is your first like, well, to my knowledge, your first like long, devoted like D&D game? Because I apologize, I don't know if you've like ever played outside of this before. What you thinking so far? Gonna be flexing muscles on Sunday, hell yeah. Your first one in many years. Okay, so you have played before. Gotcha. Took on character like level 8 before it fizzled out. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Good to know. Let's leave that open. And this part right here. Yeah, there's definitely something to that feeling of like getting a character to the point where they can start doing like some big oomph. Sounded like yours might have needed to have ended and fizzled out. A lot of games do that, dude. I don't know, I was in a home game that definitely needed to have fizzled out by the time it did. It was all mostly people I hung out with, but it was just, hi baby.
Oh, I stood too fucking fast and now I'm dizzy.
Hey, my baby.
Hi.
I was in a home game for a little while, and it definitely needed to end, because...
Okay. Do you know who that is?
Is that the person that actually painted it?
That's the person that painted the painting of Icky from Chewy. She fucking found me somehow.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
She found the fact that I posted about the painting.
Well, didn't we find her and follow her?
No, I found her on my Etsy and I followed her there, but I could never find her social.
Oh, okay.
Because her name was weird on Etsy.
Huh.
Because her name's like C.M. Parnell or something like that on Etsy, so...
Nice.
Yeah, but she found me.
That's super cool.
I've never had an artist paint a painting for me and then find me themselves. That's so cool.
Everybody says hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I was in a like my very first like time playing D&D. Had like a home campaign going where DM definitely knew what she was doing, and she had like this whole homebrewed world of hers. But like it got to a point where very little happened every time we played D&D, because like everybody would meet up, and then it would just turn into let's all hang out and smoke pot and talk.
Hey, I didn't smoke pot and talk.
I didn't say everybody did that. I just said it turned into that.
Actually, I didn't even play with you. I was too busy painting outside.
It just eventually turned into that. So then, we'd get together. We'd all like make plans to get together on this day to play D&D, and then, and like clearing out like the entire day, right? Like, scheduling ourselves like an entire day to just sit and like focus on some D&D, just for everybody to sit around and talk and smoke and like no D&D to get played. And it was always such a bummer, because we'd schedule like the entire day to sit and play, and like maybe 3 hours got spent actually playing.
Why are you such a loudmouth?
Yeah, like it's not not like it was a miserable time. Like it was still all of these people that we all liked hanging out. But it was just like a D&D bummer, because some of us, there were people in the group that just didn't smoke, so for them it felt like a waste of time, because they'd be just kind of standing around going like, you know, can we get back to the game? Yada yada.
She looks like somebody's sweet little grandma.
Mm-hmm.
She's adorable. I love her. She makes me happy. Peepan, shut that up.
Definitely not hating on people for smoking weeds.
No, I don't care. Just play a game if you, like, all came over to somebody's house to play the fucking game.
Yeah, that was the thing, is we'd clear out a lot of time to try and play a lot of D&D together, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah, and it was time away from some people's kids and schedules, and people did a bunch of stuff, and then it just escalated into, let's just see how much weed we can smoke sitting around and not actually play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which was shocking, given the group of people it was with. But it's probably a good reason why I don't talk to those people anymore. Come on. Yeah. I don't know why you're being bitchy.
The only thing I don't like, and I hesitate to say this just because I don't really like shit talking people. It's not really shit talking. Hey, Glamrock. It's not really shit talking, because some people just play differently than others, right? Like, everybody's got their way of playing, and if it's fun for you, that's all that fucking matters, right? Like, I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yums for how they like to play D&D, what they enjoy doing, yada yada yada. But the only thing that got not fun was eventually somebody joined the group, and I won't say how because it's gonna sound like shit talking, and I don't want it to get around to this person. But eventually somebody joined the group, and they were just very, like, militaristic about how they were like, let's get in, let's kill the thing, what did we loot? Cool, on to the next thing. Like, they weren't into, like, the role-playing and then, like, you know, exploring around in the world and goofing around and chit-chatting and, you know, any of that shit. They were just like, let's get in, let's kill the next thing, let's be done. As you guys have seen, I very much enjoy the roleplay stuff. I enjoy the shenanigans, the shit talking, the goofing. Exactly. The goofing's some of the best parts. I enjoy that shit. This person was very just like, what do we do? What's the next thing? Where are we going? We fight it, we kill it. I took it down, what do I get? I'm not sure how long you'll go for tonight, but if you could pop in to see something special on my stream for a second, be very much appreciated. I'm feeling decent enough today to actually stream. Cool. So we're gonna roll with it. Probably starting soonish. Dope. Have fun. Have fun. Glad you're feeling up to streaming. Have a good time. Yeah, like everybody's got their way of playing, right? Like, like some people enjoy the combat, some people live for the number crunching, some people live for the I gotcha. Some people live for the the number crunching and figuring out like the best builds and mechanics and really taking down the bosses and stuff like that. Like, some people live for that shit, just like Ginge. I'm sure, like, being somebody who plays a lot of Soulsborne games, I'm sure you see. I appreciate it. Go have fun, Glam. Get your draw on. Ginge, being in like the Soulsborne community, I'm sure you see there's a lot of people there that are like, the joy for them is finding, like, min-maxing the best builds and figuring out like the best way to take down a boss and finding out those little weak spots and nooks and crannies and all that type of shit. And then there's some people that are just like, oh dude, I did this thing the other day and I found this corner in the game and I thought it was neat and I found this piece of gear, that's cool. Yeah. That guy was a hoot. That guy was a trip. God, Ginger, I'm sure you've especially seen it lately with the mimic mechanic and the summons and stuff like that. Like, there are so many people that are just like so strict about how you quote unquote play a Soulsborne game with Elden Ring. Like, there's so many people that are like, oh, you're not supposed to You're not supposed to use a magic build. You're not supposed to summon people. You're not supposed to use the mimic. That's just cheating. That's just weak. You're missing the point of the game. Blah blah blah. My joy in those games is all about figuring out boss and counter mechanics. I can't dive into lore and all that like some people. Right. Yeah. Like there's some people. There's that VOD video on YouTube has an entire YouTube account devoted to diving into the lore, and like reading item descriptions and finding all these little corners in the map and shit like that to learn other things. Like games are everything different shit to different people. So I'm not at all harshing this guy's buzz for liking the mechanics. But with a group playing D&D, you have to all mesh on what you want, or at least have a DM that can wrangle those different things. So they can feed the combat to the combat heads, and they can feed the RP to the RP heads. And our DM didn't. Our DM was just like, okay, well, this guy's dominating combat, so I guess that's just how we're playing now. Well, not to say that she did a bad job of parsing it out. It was more so just that he kind of dominated the situation. But it is what it is. It was fun while it lasted. It got me into D&D, period, so that's cool. Like that was the group that got me into D&D. It all started because I picked up and started watching Critical Role, and then told Malloy that I would love to do like just a game for like my birthday once, where I just like got some people together. Now the DM just played a one shot just once, just played a game so I could just see what D&D was like. And she found that DM. It was awesome. She did a great job of wrangling. I think that night of my birthday, fucking like 9 people played. Yeah. I think like 9 people total played that night. So props to her for like wrangling all of those fucking idiots. Yeah, somewhere's about, because like we had, because I did like a birthday one shot where I was like, this is what I want to do, who wants to be a part of it? And a bunch of people were like, oh, I want to be a part of it, that sounds dope. So I asked her how many she was comfortable with, and she was like, just whoever shows up, we'll figure it out later. If we have to run 2 games at the same time, I can figure that out too. So like that night of, and I feel so bad for her too, because that night of, like, some people hadn't even figured out what their like, I tried to like alleviate some of her stress by like, getting people to make their characters ahead of time. By like, I went out and like bought a copy of the Dungeon Master's Guide, and I think Malloy even like Xeroxed a copy, like 5 or 6 copies of the player's guides, and we like threw them in binders just so that there were multiple sitting around for people to use. I tried to like walk people through a Facebook group, like through the process of like how to set up a character, so that by the time the game was ready, she wasn't having to do too much of that. We could just kind of like jump into the goddamn game. If you guys ever want to run something, hell yeah, cool, good to know. I appreciate that. So I try to like alleviate all of that stress, a little bit of stress from her, by like kind of setting some shit up in advance, right? And some people set up their shit. Some people like made up their mind that night that they were like, oh, I want to do this. There was one friend of ours where she decided like that night, like as we were sitting there playing, like, oh, I want to play this too. And so our DM was actually like, you can help me with monsters. Like you can role play the monsters, and I'll just handle the mechanic for you then. So she played like one of the villains and just kind of like RP'd the villain for our DM. But yeah, I think when all was said and done, we had fucking 7 or 8, maybe even 9 people that like that night were like, yeah, I'm playing. A couple of them, like I said, were even like, "Yeah, I'm playing. How do I do this? What do I need for a character?" Um, and so she had to like walk a couple of people through how to make a character while also simultaneously like walking us through the beginnings of a game. It was buck wild. Fun as shit though. Yeah, it was very clever on her part to like just be like, all right, well, you can role play this villain for me. Fine. Yeah, she did a good job of wrangling all of us idiots. We played for fucking 4 to 5 hours that night. Like I said, she was like, we were like setting up new people while she was running the game at the same time. And she would just like, as they got their shit all set up, she would just kind of introduce them into the story, um, bit by bit. So I mean, she did a good job. And then I got in touch with her about, can we do like a longer game? And her only stipulation was like, so long as it's not all 9 fucking people. I was like, no, no, no. But even then, I think we shortened it down to like 6. There's still a lot of people that wanted to play. But it was fun. 6 is a lot. Yeah, that's definitely like one thing that I've learned since like playing with Gilded Troll and stuff like that. Glam is that like how many people it like how much room people take up in a D&D group, right? Like you like the technical term is the action economy, right? Like it's how much time each turn takes up and what all you get to do inside that turn. And like playing in games, because I played in like a few, like 1 or 2 online games with people. It takes so much longer than more people to. Yeah, exactly. Your group is 4, and it seems like a lot sometimes. um, but like that's one thing I've learned from, because I played in like 1 or 2 little one shots online. Like I played with like a Twitch streaming group that do D&D online. They did like a Critical Role themed, like a Critical Role like universe game that like took place in that universe. Um, and then a friend of mine had a campaign going that he let me like sit in on to see if I wanted to be part of their group. Um, so like I've definitely learned while like from those people and playing with Ian, just like how much space each member of a group takes up. Occasional combat sprinkled in. Hell yeah. The once or how many fucking games have I run at this point? Just the one? Yeah, I think I've only run game at this run one game at this point. No, excusez-moi. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, the one I ran, it had a combat, section near the end, but it was definitely like largely roleplay heavy as well. I wouldn't mind DMing again, but and in fact, you and I have schemed up 1 or 2 ideas, like a sequel to the Casey's Toys game I ran, and another idea that we actually like were workshopping for a long time. He was going to run as like a sub goal, or like if he got so many subs, then we would run that game. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Bones. That one was so much fun to run. I was very happy with that one. But he and I like schemed up a bunch of other games. Like I know I had one going there for a minute that was gonna be like a sub goal for their channel, but they just weren't getting subs. It's tough for Twitch streamers right now because everybody's getting back out in the real world, you know. the pandemic is going away for certain people, and so people are going back out in the real world and doing shit. So, Ginger, I'm sure I do not have to tell you at all that it's getting tougher for streamers out there. Try to combat some. Good luck, buddy. Maybe lurking while I stream, especially since so many people are streaming tonight that most of my community is busy elsewhere. Yeah. Still go get some work done. I mean, I've streamed for like 2 people before. It still helps me get shit done. I've streamed for like 2 people plenty of nights, honestly, truth be told. That depends. What changes you talking about? Like I know they're changing the like the viewer counter. Like they're not going to show you like how many people are, like Twitch isn't going to show you how many people are watching anymore, because they said that like that number was never wholly accurate or some shit. But I know my Streamlabs tells me how many people are watching, and that's something. Reducing streamer revenue from subs and adding more ads for people? I had not heard that. Is that true? Jen, have you heard that? That's just the top streamers, though, maybe getting a % cut. And the ads are incentive based and aren't formal either. I know I've been very tempted to run ads when I go for like water or bathroom breaks and stuff like that. Because most of the time the ads only run for people who aren't subbed. So for a lot of you guys that already have a subscription to the channel, like you don't have to see it. It's more so just for the the friend people watching. And it's still and then I think you still make, a couple of pennies off of running it flat out either way. You can set them to run for non-subs, and it can help cut out pre-rolls. Oh, that's right. I did forget about that. If you set up... That's right. I did read somewhere that like if you like roll an ad during your stream, like if you set up that you're going to roll an ad during your stream, it'll cut the pre-rolls for people. Which would actually be kind of cool if everybody did that, because there's nothing I hate more than rolling in to check out a streamer and the pre-roll comes in. What's painful, yeah, I mean, it's pennies what you make over the ad, from the ads, but I think it's loosely based on how many people see the ad as well. Which seems kind of... And I guess the incentive is there, because the incentive is to get more people to watch your channel, but if subs don't see it, then what, like if subs don't see the ad, then where's the incentive to get people to sub to your channel? Like,
You wanted to come in.
It's all about ad view minutes. Yeah. Hello, friend.
I don't know who it is. You
got a little friend?
I don't know. I told her don't pee on me, which pretty much means she's gonna poop on me. Yep, she's already pooping on me.
Little friend.
I'm gonna poop on you.
I want to poop. Yeah, that
Thanks, gross little friend.
the worst is when you raid in on somebody and it plays the pre-roll because you're trying to like be, especially if the person you're watching is raiding somebody that you don't watch, right? So you're guaranteed to get that pre-roll. So like for me, like Malloy and I will sit and watch on like the TV out in the living room. So they'll raid the person, we'll get the pre-roll, and then it doesn't immediately switch to that viewer's profile. It's like still kind of hosting based on whoever we were watching, right? So let's say like, you know, Ginger raids some new person that we don't know. So we see the pre-roll, but then we have to click into that player's stream and then see the pre-roll again. So we end up having to see it twice in some situations. It's very painful. And all the while we're missing out on who this new person is.
Go to him. I think it's Lillian.
Hello, little friend.
I'm like 100% sure this is Lillian, because she's the one that likes to sit and watch the match.
That's a lot of percent.
Are you Lillian?
That's kind of the most percent.
She says, no, fuck you, I'm Fillion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is Lil.
I've been bad about ads a lot lately. Need to get back to a better breakdown.
Come see with this. Come sit up here for a minute.
Got to what you ought to do. And I'm thinking thinking about this as a thing that I should myself like listen to. Some advice I should myself listen to. Set yourself like a timer in the background so that you know, like after a certain number of hours, you can take a break, but then also you can roll the ad at the same time. Like basically just set yourself like a countdown for like, you know, in 2 hours I'm going to stop and take a break, get up, stretch, pee, roll ads. It is CJ. Yes, Malloy is tending to a family of now 8 sugar gliders.
Yeah, we're at 8.
We started with 2. We started with what we thought were 2 males. And then one of those males got pregnant, so obviously there was a female in the bundle somewhere.
Murray confirmed that it was a lie.
Yeah. But yes, we tend to 8 sugar gliders.
I like how you keep saying we.
Alright, she tends to 8 sugar
There we
gliders.
go.
I look at them. I look at them. Used to do 1.5 hour increments, but I've just sat through a lot more than I used to. I'll go back to them, man. It's good for you to get up anyways.
You're definitely Lillian. You're the only one that would sit and be this chill. Are you sleeping? Don't go back to sleep, you lazy piece of shit. You just woke up.
Yeah, looking at them's the best part. Sometimes I feed them and help you like clean the cage and shit.
You do help, yeah.
Sometimes I think about helping.
Yeah, and when I got in my car wreck, you predominantly took care of them, which I greatly appreciate.
Well, yeah, you were in a car accident.
Because I wasn't able to actually take care of them. But yeah, this is definitely Lil.
Yeah.
Look at her.
She's just chilling. She vibing.
This is Lil.
Exactly, Ginge. I think about helping a lot.
You do, and then
I don't do it that often, but I think about it.
You usually don't act on it at all,
But I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's the thought that counts.
Yeah. No.
I discovered a really neat extension from Bookums the other day. Don't know if you'd be interested, but it's a fun idea for art streams. Gartic.show. Oh, is this a Gartic phone?
Can you stop moving your feet, little dog? I know. You worked up.
Challenge your audience to guess what you are drawing. Huh.
You can sit with him. Oh, that's fun.
That's a neat idea. So streamer starts drawing. The audience tries to guess it. Through the text chat, your audience must try guessing your game. Fastest players win. That sounds cool.
It's
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, it's kind of Pictionary. That's cool. I'll have to look into that. Thank you. Yeah, let's viewers play Pictionary with what you're drawing in chat. Yeah. Neat. Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
That reminds me, I need to figure out where the fuck my earrings went. I had little climbers that were made out of labradorite, but I have no idea where they went.
Do I want to do these in a brown, or do I want to keep them green and just do like a different shade of green? I think I want to do these in a green. I feel like the brown is too sudden of a different color.
What does the brown look like? Hey, you're not a shogi. Okay? You're a long boy. I cannot hold on to long boys and pouchy boys at the same time. Okay? There's a rule. You can come sit next to us. Come here. Come here. I'll give you Banky. We're just trying to sit here and hang out with Bubbies, okay? I know. Stop your tears.
You can still lay in her lap, little baby.
Not the way he thinks he deserves. I know he won't shut the hell up. I'm sorry. You've already been outside. Yes, you have. I'm not taking this outside. Sit down, long boy. You've already had. No.
Hey, Bones, will you come let Icarus out for us, please?
Oh my gosh, seriously. I've already gone outside twice with him and gave him a carrot and a treat. Shush. Just chill. There's nothing you need.
I'll be there in 12 hours. I thought you said that you were an Eldritch Horror. You should be able to move a lot faster than that. You should be able to just, like, shift planes.
Are you being jealous because I have the baby?
You should be able to just, like, shift planes and be in our dimension instantaneously. If you really are the Eldritch Horror you claim to be.
Stop. It is not the sugar glider, honey. This is not Highlander, okay? Just chill.
Can't just leave the loner unoccupied. They succumb to madness.
I'm interested to see how you're going to do this color.
Me too.
I think you can do it.
I'm going to play with brushes and see what I can do.
Treat it kind of like watercolor.
Yeah, I was going to look at a couple of the watercolor brushes that I have and see what those do.
Man. That dog doesn't even know you're there. But I can't have you sleeping on my boob, okay?
We boob sleeping?
We're boob sleeping. You don't have to... No. Don't grab the boob.
Ma'am.
Jeez, look at her.
Ma'am, you're moving in on my turf over there.
Holding on to the boobies.
Ma'am.
You could be a brawl little shuggy.
You're moving in on my turf over there. I'm going to need to...
We got enough room in here for you. I don't think you could fit in there. Sorry. I don't know if I like the green. I like the brown a little bit more. Or maybe like throw some brown tints with that green. Very earthy.
Yeah, we'll see how it all sits when it's together, because I know the sheen of the rock is going to be very like blue and green and yellow too, so it's going to be complicated to try and sit some of these colors together without it running together. So but I've got the brown color over in the palette off to the left, so
Oh, my drink's in the living room. Damn it. Hi. I have no whiskers. Can I whoop you? Whoop. Okay, you don't care. Okay, go back to sleep.
Bones, have you ever tried leaving your loner occupied with the ramblings of like cat videos.
What is all that?
I don't even have an idea for this character creator. I haven't finished the last one yet. Well, hop to chop chop. I see you working on it. I see the Instagram posts you make that I'm not supposed to know or what they are. You always tell me to forget that I've seen them.
It just looks a little weird because it looks like I'm holding my boobs.
Nobody can even see you.
Oh, good. I was hoping. It literally looks like I'm cupping my boob.
I mean, you sit how you gotta sit.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
I mean, I'm comfortable holding your boob.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Clearly they're fun. So says this tiny one.
It's comforting to hold your boob. Boobs are comforting. Giggity. Don't do that.
So how do you feel about this little hand thingy? Is this a yes? Is this a no? What do you think?
How would you rate your enjoyment on a scale of 1 to 10?
I have not reviewed this item yet at the exotic shop, so...
Once the one regains sentience, it starts trying to comprehend me, and that's just a whole mess. Unfortunately, mumblings and cat videos aren't enough to subdue it. Damn. She's a clever one. That's a clever body you got there, then. I guess you'll just have to come up with more interesting things for it. Like 2 cat videos. And shiny keys.
Are you exciting a crow now? I'm confused.
No, just Bones' loner body.
Mm.
They informed me that he is not actually a human being, but an eldritch horror inside of a loner body, like a loner carcass. Because I made the mistake of trying to call him handsome. And he says he's not handsome, he's an eldritch horror. To which I said...
Great. I'm trying to make sure that I'm hearing this correctly. An eldritch...
Uh-huh. Horror.
Horror.
Yeah, not an eldritch horror.
Okay, because my brain keeps hearing eldritch horror.
I mean, Bones might be an eldritch horror as well. I don't know.
An eldritch horror.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, not judging.
Just hoeing it up with otherworldly beings out there.
I will never yuck somebody else's yum, but...
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I'm just very confused by the horror or the horror.
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 Horror. Horror.
There's an eldritch horror.
Horror. It's one of them eldritch horrors.
Little one, you're pissing me off. Get comfortable.
Oh, dangy.
I keep smoothing. It's not his spot, baby. Can I have your tail? Can I have this tail?
The incomprehensible strings certainly can make things interesting if you're into that kind of thing. Bitch, I might be. Bitch, I might be. God damn it, when I colored this thing in, did I not have like a perfect 100%? So now I got all these little fuzzy bits on the edges. Fucking
Dungus bungus.
seriously.
Bubba's.
Damn it.
Bubba's is Scooby.
How did I have a... Man, shit dicks. How did I have all these edges?
Bubba's is a stupid.
Okay. Would you like to go back to your tribe so I can go find my drink that I had? No? Okay.
No, I would not like to do that. Thank you, though.
She literally looked at me and kind of went, no.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
I don't want to go back in that goddamn cage. Thanks, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I like being out.
She's chippering. I know you can't hear it because your pen's too loud, but just. You want to go sit with Bubba? Sit with your Bubba? No? Okay. Do you want to go sit with the Eldritch Horde?
Eldritch how?
Are you an Eldritch Horde?
I have no idea what that is. Does it involve sugar? It's nectar?
New band name, Eldritch Horror. Yep, that's good.
Sounds like it should be like a all girl group like ska band. Welcome to the set. It's the Eldritch Horrors.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See? Oh, or like a very like 90s goth rave band. Sounds good.
Ginger's a little upset.
Why?
Guys can be whores too. I think you hurt his feelings.
I mean, we already know that you're a whore, though.
Alright, so how do I... What brushes do I have to like...
Oh, I wish I had my phone. Can I get up and go get my phone? No?
You keep asking to move.
Yeah, she keeps looking at me like, why would I want to move? You can see him here. You'll get lost. You'll get lost in all the books. There's a whole big world out there, Pidge. World without fences. Could go sit with Bubba. You're not wearing a comfy jacket, though. Go sit with Pee-Pee.
Mijito! That's a nice brush, but it's starting to like fill back in on itself, and I don't like that.
Oh, we're on the move. If you're moving, then I'm getting the hell up.
Fiddlesticks.
You're not jumping that way. No.
Well, let's try the chunky ink.
It's okay. It is okay, I promise. That dog's just a pain in the ass, I know.
Yeah. Let's try this chunky inker.
13 years of experience. He is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, trust us, we know.
Yeah, you're not telling me something new.
What's up, mijito?
Come here. Come on. Now that you're finally moving, I'm gonna go get my drink.
Okay, that's not bad. And that's not the color. Obviously, that's just a white color. But I'm trying to pick, like, the bounding box for where this shiny color will sit. How you doing, mijito? Phoenix did tell me that like the shiny parts are like where the light hits it. So I don't want to do like the entire thing. So I'm just kind of thinking of doing like, you know, like Finished some laundry and packing for one night. Tuesday with Phoenix, the Jedi's, and the cases. Hell yeah, dude. That's gonna be so fun. I'm so jealous. Just hate I can't stay longer due to work. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sure they're still gonna be thrilled to see you. I don't think I'm going to do all of the stones. Like, I know I want to leave the head dark so that I can make the eyes very prominent on the stone head. I think I might just do, like, the kneecaps. And then just leave, like, the arms and legs. Maybe I'll do the big ones that's on each shoulder. You are pretty amazeballs. You hush up. You're a delightful human being.
Okay, the bad news. I lost the sugar glider. But I found a cinnamon roll.
Hooray!
Hooray me.
Hooray beer.
Hooray, beer. You are ugly. You hold this beer. You are beautiful. Red stripe. Yeah.
Hooray beer.
Pretty sure that just showed our age, but
That's kind of a cool looking effect. I think once I throw the colors underneath it, that's gonna look kind of dope.
I'm not sharing cinnamon roll with you, little dog. Hey, you searching for this? Yeah, you can't have it. You are what we call diabetic. Also a dog. What's your game plan for colors?
I'm just kind of blocking in areas right now, and then I'm gonna go in and throw some colors down. These big white splotches are where I'm gonna throw in the shiny color. But I kind of like that brush that I'm using for blocking them out because it's got a rough, gritty like, toothiness to it.
Yeah.
And I think it'll really help with how that color shows up when it's kind of scratched away, almost. So I think it'll look cool.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You smell what I'm stepping in?
I'm smelling what you're stepping on.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hoorah! Ooh.
I forgot to tell you that when I went shopping on Monday with Shane and Steffa, they don't have a normal call, like if we all get lost like you and I do. So Shane asked if we could just use, can I get a, oh yeah?
That's a good one.
It's like, I hate you so much right now.
That's a really good one.
And that's when I remembered, oh, this is what it's like shopping with people that you don't normally shop with. They don't know your call.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Well, I wanted to play Marco Polo, and he was like, no, because then other people will play, and then
That's
they'll
true.
get disappointed.
Why is the shading killing you, Bones? What are you doing, Bones?
I just read what Ginger said. Yes, being a dog was secondary, okay? I don't discriminate, unlike you, Ginger. Medical reasons come first, okay? The interesting part about sitting with you is I can't read any of your chat until it's like 5 up there.
Because when I do shadows, I'm just completely guessing. That's annoying. Yeah. Yeah. I don't entirely understand shading either. Like, I think I got better at it the other day because I think I, like, finally learned a thing.
You did it.
But,
You did a thing.
Yeah.
It is very, like, from what I've learned with art, it takes years to perfectly master the shading. And some people just unfortunately have a natural talent. Me being one of the perfect, amazing people. But then it's hard to be around people like plebs like Bay that have to learn.
Yeah, no, yeah, yuck it up. Yuck it up, fam.
In defense, I cannot do anatomy.
Nope.
But at least I can do my grayscale. Bitch.
At least I know what a person looks like. Bitch.
At least I know how to do fingers. Yeah, mine are kind of there.
I know what fingies look like.
Yeah, well, I know what monochromatic skill looks like.
No, I do think I figured it out the other day.
You
like,
did.
Like between.
No, the explanation that you gave me is actually spot on.
So Bones, if it helps, what I learned, what I figured out, the piece of information that I finally like leveled up and was able to unlock in my skill tree. So
After a long quest.
What I kept fucking up was I kept trying to take a figure, right? I don't know, it just feels like it's so much different than color. So what I figured out was I would take like a character, right? Like I would take the figure, the form, and I would go in and I'd give it all of these
Well, do like a little example area, or like draw a box or a circle or something.
I'm gonna redo this shoulder because it lost a little bit of the texture that I liked. So what I figured out was that, you know, like I would draw a character, and I will switch over to the, like I actually did like a drawing the other day on stream where I like testing out some of the things that I think I figured out from like watching certain people. So give me just a second. I'll switch over to that.
It takes a lot of practice to perfectly figure out shading.
I like this. So those are going to be the chunks where we're going to put that shimmery color. They're not going to look white like that. I'm going to put them in with like the blue and the green and the yellow, but I wanted to kind of map out where they're going to go. So I did this the other day, Bones. Ginge, I'll leave you a stream marker so you can clip this out if you want to.
So many buttons.
Yeah.
So little time. Is that your tummy growling?
Yes.
Does it want a cinnamon roll?
Add marker. Boom. Okay, there you go, Ginge. So there should be a marker now. Yeah, if you don't mind just like snipping this little bit out. So Bones, this is what I did the other day. Where did I put it? Isn't finished. Where did I put you?
I know you posted it, didn't you?
I did. Where the fuck did I put it? Where do I see it?
I don't know. You have a weird organization thing.
Oh, it's in the, there it is. So I did this the other day, right? Okay, so let me show you this whole thing. Because this is why I think I fucking figured it out. Alright, so let me take all of these shit off. This is the base, right? This is your flat. Get out of here, background. So this is your character, right? So what I was doing before is I would do this, right? Like I'd do like a hard shadow that sat on the one edge. And then I would do this. I would do like the hard light that's sitting on the other edge. And then I would say like, oh, okay, yeah, it's shaded, right? Because I've got a light hitting one end and I've got the other part that's shaded. I was treating the shadow and the light like both things are being cast onto the figure, when in reality what's happening is something is in shadow and it's being lit, or something is lit and it's being shaded. So something is one and the other's being applied to it. They're not both applied to the figure at the same time. So what would actually look better, so if I did this just on its own, like this is what I used to do. If I just took out that highlight color, this is fine on its own, right? Because now the base color is its brightest point and the shade is the shaded point. If I wanted to go in and add some extra depth to it, I can add in another layer of shading that's like not as dark, that fills up more of the character. So it kind of helps like round him out a little bit more. But still, at the end of the day, I'm not giving this thing any light color because it's still accurate as is. Right now it just looks like it's being lit by like some bog standard soft white light that's just off in the distance enough to light it, right? So let's say I want to light this thing with like a soft yellow light. So let me change these colors real quick so you can see these different things. Oops. All right, so let's see. I want to highlight this thing with like a soft yellow light, like maybe this guy's out in the sun, right? For the shading, I'd probably want to pick a warmer color than this purple. I'd probably want to make this a red, but irrelevant. Anyways, so what would be more accurate, instead of throwing on that highlight like that, what would actually be more accurate is if I just give it like a soft overlay wash that kind of washes over the whole thing. So then the entire thing is bathed in a yellow light, right? Because it's in that light. It's in that yellow light. And something's just... and it's just being shaded. Right? Like it's in light and being shaded. So I've just put it in light. And then it's being shaded. Does that kind of make sense? And then if you want to, just to add like some extra high beams to your figure, then that's when you can put in, you know, this layer right here, where it's basically just like the hot point of the thing. So all together, all four things look like that. You're drenching your figure in light. There's a soft, there's like a half shade. I think I've got this on 50. Just enough to kind of bake the outside edges in it. So I color the whole layer in my shadow color and then carve out the highlights. Yes. So that's, yeah. So yes, that's the thing that made me realize what I was fucking up. So I was watching Adrift Comics and I was watching another streamer I like called Zesty Does Things. And both of them do this. They wash their entire image in either the highlight or the shade. Zesty does the highlight. Drift does the shades.
Dark, yeah.
So they coat the entire thing in shadow and then basically carve out
what you don't.
What's not shaded anymore. So at that point, that's correct. So that's, in essence, that's what this is, right? Like if I take that away, that's what this is. I shaded the entire fucking figure and then carved out these bits on like the front of the collar, the front of his face, the left side of his body. Those parts that are not being shaded. So presumably that's where the light source is hitting it. Even this is that same premise, just the idea being that the light is maybe a lot brighter, it's a lot bigger, so it's not shading so much of him. And then on top of that, you can wash the whole... If you really want to sell how bright and filling that color is, I just did an airbrush with a clipping mask set to overlay. I'm sure you can see it. So it just kind of washes the character in that color. And then I think I've got it set to like a 60%. So it's not strong, but it's mostly just like giving him the color of that light source. Go back to that blue that it was. Jordan!
Robot!
So for instance, when I did this piece, I did it in this light blue because I wanted something that was just as cold as the purples that I shaded with. So if I have just this highlight on the front of it, that's not wrong. It's still filling in a bit of the unshaded part. That's the way I do it for like intense colored shadows and lights. That's what I'm doing now, but the carving out part is so tedious. Okay, so I apologize. So I went on this whole mansplaining tirade, and you already understood that. I apologize. But like even like adding in this little bit of highlight to the unshaded part isn't incorrect. It doesn't really fill the whole piece though. So I would say that like that soft brush, that airbrush circle that just kind of acts as almost the light in the room, you know, I feel like that does better than the highlight. But I really wanted to sell like how bright that light was, so I just added in this extra little bit. And then I threw in a hot pink rim light, because who doesn't love a hot pink rim light? And then what I realized really helped push it was when I did the background, I also put in those same colors. So that really helped solidify like what those colors were. But yeah, I figured that out the other day. And I was very happy to finally fucking make sense of like how lighting and shading works, because it eluded my dome for years. It never made any fucking sense to me for years. Ginger, I will put in another stream marker. I am now going back to work. I think my trouble is that I do my shadows with hard lines. I should use an airbrush. I mean, I was using like one of the this one. I think I was using this hearts or this gouache brush. But I think it still works with hard shadows. I mean, there's lots of people that shade their stuff in hard shadows. I mean, when I do these guys, I do like a hard shadow that kind of cuts around them. Like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Let's see. Okay, you're good with Procreate. How can I color just these white selections? I know I can't add another clipping mask on top of... If I pull this thing out of a clipping mask to set something on top of it... Oh yeah, I guess I could just do alpha lock at this point. Let me duplicate it though, because I don't want to lose that one. Yeah, I guess I could just alpha lock it at this point. You're right. Bones, this is why I keep you around. You smart boy. You big hacking smart boy. I was just typing to duplicate. Okay, so let's look at some of these labradorites. See what this color typically is. So there's some of these where it's just all fucking blue. And then there's some of these that do that oil spill effect where it's blue to yellow to orange. You know, kind of like a climate map or a topology or topography map. What you up to tonight, Jordan?
Robot.
I think at the very least I want to do the blue and yellow, because I feel like if I just did all blue, that's going to be a cop-out. People are going to be gwampy. Hit me, I would get grumpy. Yes, you would, Ginger. You were always getting grumpy. I'm going to need you to calm down. I need you to calm your tits. Alright, let's see what I got in watercolor. Because I got some fancy watercolor brushes. And I've also got some spatter brushes that I could use. Let's see. That's a watercolor. That's not that fancy. It's just kind of... Nope. And he gets to calm first. Calm thy tatas. What do I got for spatters here? I got this gloop monster. That kind of looks cool, right?
Gloop.
Oh, that's a tiny brush. Ooh.
It's a jar of preserves.
That's kind of neat, right?
You're kind of neat.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I think it actually does a little better if I give some of these little swipies in here. I mean, I know swiper, no swiping, but I think it does a little better if I get a little bit of these. A little bit of the, if I just give it a little bit of. That's kind of cool looking, right?
You're kind of cool looking. How come he doesn't have anything on his, like, groinal region?
His what?
Groinal region.
His groindle region?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Like under, like his thick hips.
Well, because it's I tried to do like the hottest point of each boulder, so it's on like the upper right of each stone.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's not. You'll notice that like this one's not really in the same place there because it's kind of like imagining if it was turning.
Yeah.
The way Phoenix explained it to me is you'd really only see those on the brightest point of the stone. So I tried to kind of use them as like a faux light source.
Yeah, I just think it's...
Yeah, that's kind of pretty, right? That's kind of super cool.
It needs more orange. Or brown. There's other colors that are missing. Mm-hmm.
That's super pretty.
You're super pretty.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What's that white doing underneath? Just kind of fucking it up. I don't know what it's doing. Ooh, what if I did it like a no, that looks terrible. Don't do that at all. That looks poo-poos.
That looks terrible.
That's poo-poos. Don't do that.
Terrible.
That's what the Spanish call el terrible. Actually, what if I do it? What if I do it on top of?
You're an idiot.
If I do it on top of? No, that kind of looks poo-poos too.
Mm.
Like it makes it look really shiny, but it also makes it look like it's a glowing stone, and it aren't. It's poo-poos. I don't like it.
Ain't?
It ain't. It ain't one of them shiny rocks.
Found one of them party rocks for Mom.
Yeah, I think it's good enough on its own. I think I like those. Like, it's not crazy. It ain't cray cray, but I think it works really well. It's very the way the brush like leaves these little spatters and streaks. It's almost
No. Cute little one. Where are you going?
It's almost like Starry Night.
Where are you going?
Wouldn't you say so? Like especially like those corners there. Don't they have like a Starry Night sort of strokey feel to them? Mm-hmm. These corners. Like a very Van Gogh Starry Night.
You like it?
Yeah.
You okay, little one? What you doing? Go ahead. Go somewhere if you're trying to leave me.
I think it looks pretty cool.
This website's terrible.
Oops, what was I? Oh, Scoots. Oh, there it is.
Scoots weapons.
Yes, I guess.
A couple more of those scratchies over on that side. Oh, my baby.
Let me go figure out what this little dog wants. Come along, you long boy. Let's figure it out. What do you want?
And then, oh no, I've reached my layer limit. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, well, you know what? I don't need these anymore. I don't need the rough colors. Now that we've got them figured out. And this isn't going to have a headshot, so it doesn't need those two squares. All right, cool. One thing Phoenix did say is that oftentimes a lot of these will have like little scratchies over them. So I do want to try and find a good scratchity brush. That's not a very good scratchy brush. That's a poo-poos. There's a nice scratchy.
So happy you would get me up to go get him food.
Right. Nope, I don't like that either. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like sausage.
I mean, I could just go in and draw some goddamn scratchies, but I don't want to go to that length. Do we need the scratchies?
Look at the rock and tell.
I mean, the rock's gonna have some scratchies on it.
Then
Like
you
they all
want
got
scratchies.
they all got little cracks and scratchies because it's
Yeah.
apparently a very fragile rock.
Then you won't need to put in the fractures and the breaks of it.
But all the pretty work I did. Fine, I will draw a bunch of random goddamn scratchy lines across all my hard work. Oops. Got a cross section going there that's a little unnatural. There, the rocks have scratchies on them now. Are you satisfied? Are you happy now, Bones? Oh no, which one was I using?
God, Icarus, careful. Come here. Tiny stupid dog. Are you gonna hide in some of the amber color?
Hmm?
Are you gonna hide in some of the amber color? Some of them show kind of like a amber.
I don't know her.
Orange. Know your rocks. Stupid fart face. Eating her feet like that.
Ginger, no. We don't quote 311 in this household.
Is it the color of your energy?
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
And no, you don't quote it in this household.
You're right. Because I have what some people call
Taste. Yep. Way to yuck other people's yums.
I'm gonna. Fucking gonna.
Even though you're one of those people who's like, it's mean to make fun of other music that people like.
Yeah.
Unless
it's 311.
Or Sublime, or Slightly Stupid, or...
I don't mind Sublime.
You're just not into the stoner, beachy vibe.
Nope.
Which is fine. It's understood.
Okay, yeah, that does kind of look cool. To have some of that little bit of...
You mean like the amber color, like I was telling you to?
To have a little bit of that hot spot.
Oh, wow, because it's in the fucking rock.
Shut the fuck up.
One of us actually knows that stone.
One of us is going to be buried in a grave if they keep it up.
Hey, Chris, you better stay quiet, honey. You're going first. My brain automatically went to robot chicken.
Your grave, motherfucker.
I'm not getting you anything else. Stop. Okay?
We've been together for 11 years, if you have not noticed on camera yet. We've known each other for like fucking 20.
I don't do math, so you'd know.
No, you don't.
Don't trust Odie. He's so mean. Why is he so mean to Meow? Don't you go anywhere, little dog.
That's cool looking. It in my brain, it looks a little bit like a
Sounds like. Rhymes with.
I will slap the shit out of you. In my brain, it looks a little bit like I'm looking at a fucking climate map, but so does the actual rock. So,
No.
what you gonna do?
Not going out.
So, now we need to start figuring out some of these grass colors, because I think the dark green is okay.
Okay.
You should put some brown in there. Some tan. Some earthy tones.
Icarus, we're not doing anything. We're not getting you another fucking treat.
No.
I will give you attention if you want the attention.
Sorry, I should say seashore warning every time I do that. Yeah, I think that brown looks better for those vines. Truth be told. Yep. Alright, so let's see. Do I want to try and do this grass a little darker, maybe? That definitely helps. Super CT8. How about it? Evening. How are you doing this evening? That's a good color. Fuck, I don't know. It just sits too. It just sits very painfully close to the. Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
Come here.
I suppose I could do the mohawk as a different color green. Because the darker green on top of him looks really good, but it's too dark of a color for the mohawk. It's not as fun. Oh, excuse me. What do these look like? Is this green? Oh, I kind of like that. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that really painful looking flicker, guys. Just got food, so I'll be better in a bit. Hey! Like when I go to drop in a color, it does this like really, like, painful, like...
Did we enjoy that? Was that fun?
I don't know why it does that, I apologize.
We remember what the outside world looks like now, just in case you're wondering.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, the two greens actually look really good next to each other. I'm going to redo this one because I think it's got a little bit too much of that bright color on it for where it is. Where it is? Where it is. It's too bright on there.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Oh, it's old, but it's cute. It's booger green.
Yeah, that's a little better.
It's booger green.
I like this boy. Okay, I like it, Picasso.
I like you. What's the gas mileage on this?
The vines are giving me an original Jumanji feel. Nice. Like I'm expecting a poisonous flower to pop up and shoot me.
Ooh, it'd be cute to hide a little flower.
I did think about like adding in a couple of little flowers here and there.
Well, not like all over the place, but maybe like one that hasn't perfectly like budded, like one that's budded and one that's open. You know
Yeah, I
what
could
mean?
probably add like 2 or 3 flowers on this boy and be fine. Yeah. I do want to see something real quick. So,
especially if you do it like a bud of a pitcher plant or something like that, that'd be pretty.
so I know we're doing the mineral veins as a gold, but I want to see what a silver looks like. Not that interesting. kind of not as interesting, right?
What? To make them darker?
Doing the vines is like a silver or the veins, like the mineral veins inside of his body.
No,
Doing them as like a silver instead of a gold.
It looks like it's broken and seeping through from the background. And he's put together that way. I like the other color.
Yeah, the gold looks a lot more interesting. Yep. Okay, I like it, Picasso. I have no idea the context of that sound that's on TikTok, but I like it. I think I am going to change up the stone color. I'm going to pick like a slightly lighter color to do some of these individual rocks, like his toesies, the one that makes up his mouth, and then probably the two that sit on the side of his like chest, tummy bit, just to break up some of those rock colors and kind of help differentiate, like, these are the shiny ones, these aren't, kind of things. Because like his mouth doesn't really like read as a separate thing too well because it's a dark color with the dark black lines. So what is his body? What is his main body made out of? It's a so he's an earth, like stony earth golem, and the main stone that makes up his body is a labradorite. Which is like this this type of like crystalline stone that has these really pretty like blue, yellowish, greenish kind of like oil spill in a parking lot kind of hues to it. It's really pretty.
God, why are you so racist, phone? Spell a fucking name properly.
I don't know. Phoenix.
Trying to spell Bibiano and it's like Peebees? Flippies? No, it's a name.
Yeah, there we go. It's not a super bright color, but I think it'll help differentiate shit just enough to like separate some stones from others. Thank you very much, Phoenix. I gave him the little scritchies, the little scritchy scratchies, like you said.
He didn't want to at first. Don't let him lie to you, Phoenix.
I didn't.
I told him he was an idiot.
I didn't want to give him the little scritchy scratchies because I liked the way it looked.
I said Phoenix will beat you up.
She did say that, and I knew you would. Yee. Yeah, that helps. Mama whack. Evening, ladies. How do's it? Thank you for gracing me with your presence, ladies. Oh, ladies.
I knew you were going to do it.
Who am I quoting when I say that, though?
I know it.
Yeah, you better.
I know. But I don't know why I don't know it. My brain's helping somebody pick out houses and I'm trying to pick out a car at the same time. Like, I've got too much going.
Who the hell are you helping shop for a house?
Fucking unfortunately a family member that wants to move into the territory I want to move into.
Currently working. Lame.
Lame.
That's That's lame, Mama. You should stop working.
She's
You should stop
working.
doing that.
Her job is important.
You should stop working. Cut loose.
Her job is important. You know,
Let your hair down.
Stop.
Take your pants off. Cut loose.
Her hair's probably already down, or it's probably in a cute little bun.
But are her pants off?
That'd be kinky if they were.
Okay. Okay. So.
I still think it needs more, like, brown, like, earthiness to it.
I like the green it defines, though.
It's just so green.
You're so green. Alright, we'll try it. We'll try it. Try it your way. Have it your way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright, there. You happy? It looks good. Fuck you.
No, I was meaning, like, tie... Oh, my God.
No, it actually does look good, though.
I'm saying, like, mix in some green with some, like... Do it, like, proper, like, ivy that's growing. Like, mix in browns and greens. Earthy tones. Earthy tones.
Don't you Italian hand me. You're not L2. Do not stand where he stood. Don't you wear his shoes. How dare you stand where he stood? Failures. Kicked off a ton of edges. Jeez, Louise. Some that rhymes with Louise. I'm not putting in that yellow color. I've got like 8 different fucking shades of yellow. I know what the gold is. I know. Me, baby. Me.
I know.
Buongiorno. Che cosa? No. No. You want Italian? Give me that wooden spoon. I'll show you Italian. Ooh, baby.
You gonna make me some pasta sauce?
Yeah, that's most assuredly what Phoenix is referencing.
Definitely making me pasta sauce, right? Some nudes. I really hate to say it, but I'm actually getting hungry now.
Ginger been here, fam. What you talking about? Ginger been here.
Ginger run this. Recent price drop.
There, he's got a couple of flowers on his shoulder.
Let me see. Let me see. Aw,
Put a couple little flowers.
That's cute.
You can call me Flower if you want to.
No.
And then... Yeah, no, that's cute. Like right there at his neck is cute. Just 2 flowers. That's a cute touch. Super cute. Let's do... Let's do one that's going. Gus soon.
scusi.
bullshit. I'm sorry. Oof. Oh.
You alright over there?
Mm-hmm.
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 All right, just checking up on my darling sweetheart.
Shut up.
For no particular reason. Just making sure that you're okay.
Shut up.
What?
I know what you're doing.
I can't care about you?
No. You haven't in like 20 years. Why would you start now?
Wow. You got some damn nerve. Tends to flowers on shoulders like a pet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's got little shoulder flowers and he's just like, these are babies.
It was like, what?
These are babies.
Cute.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I really wish I was in the market to buy the same fucking car I used to have. Find Teslas. Ooh.
Look at pretty flower.
We could get a Mercury Grand Marquis
A Grand Marquis?
for $8,000. This old boat.
You're an old boat.
Your mom's an old boat.
Bitch. I will stomp you into the ground.
What about a Volkswagen Pissant?
Ow.
I have no idea what they actually.
That's actually a cute touch, doing the flowers on the shoulder. He's got 2 little sunflowers and a rose.
A rose?
I feel like you wouldn't have a rose and 2 sunflowers together, but
all.
whatever. He's got them.
I mean, they could just be pansies. Like you.
Ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Cracked myself up with my own joke.
Good. Didn't get anybody else with it.
I wasn't trying to. It made me happy. As long as I'm happy. That's all that matters in life.
That's a sunflower and a rose. That's a heckin' large rose. Or heckin' small sunflower. Shut up.
It's a very heckin' small sunflower. That's why I said it's a
Shut
pansy.
up.
He doesn't know rocks. He doesn't know flowers.
Do I look like a plantologist?
A plantologist.
No.
Oh.
Well, shit, fam.
I still feel like it's missing something though.
I moved too efficiently. It's a baby sunflower. Duh. Thank you. Thank you, CTA. You get it. It's a wee bird.
CTA, don't agree. Don't further incite him. Good God. $75,000 for that boat of a car.
You're no plantologist, and I'm no numerologist. It's a numberologist.
God.
You forgot the B in there.
Silly.
What color do I shade this with? Do I shade it with the same purple that I do everything else? I assume. Yeah, I use the purple. Okay. Because I am what people in the industry refer to as a one-trick pony. Can't do those counting symbols. It's tough stuff, man. I get it. It's tough stuff. A one-trick stallion. An Italian stallion. Math was my best subject in school. Makes no sense. It was unfortunately my best subject in school too, and I hated it. And now I'm an accountant for a living. Not like a TikTok accountant, like an actual accountant.
He's also a TikTok accountant.
I mean, yeah, I also sell feed pics on the internet. You know, hit me up on my OnlyFans if you want feed pics. But that's irrelevant. I also just add numbers for a living.
The Only Bears.
Mm-hmm. Both? Both.
Look, these car prices are expensive. You might have to start doing some feed pics. Any of y'all like hobbits? We got some really tasty hobbit feet over here.
What up? You guys like big, fat, stompy, hairy feet? Because I got you, baby. I got you all day.
Oh my god, I wonder if there's a market for that.
Fucking duh.
Baby, you're about to buy me a new car.
Is there a market for that, she asks.
You don't have to show your face. You can still, keep your pride.
I know how porn works. You don't gotta mansplain how porn works to me.
You know what I am saying?
You know what I am saying?
You're my bottom bitch.
Would you think be only pens, only farts, only feet, only perps? Yes.
Only burps.
I do all of those. I will fart on your face. I will burp. I'll show you feet pics. All the above.
What you need, I got you.
Yeah, there's nothing I won't show on the internet for money.
And this is why you're my bottom bitch.
Just do like 2 minutes clips of you doing the dishes. You'll make millions. Probably. Fucking probably.
Dishes do need to get done. Just saying.
And yet here you sit on your ass, not doing them.
Because I don't do the dishes because I suck at them, remember?
You do suck at doing the dishes, actually.
Like, we all know our faults.
Yeah, you do
Math
suck at doing the
and
dishes.
dishes. I'm not a very good housewife, okay?
We're not even married.
Well, that was your fault. All I know how to do is complain and spend money.
Word.
I'm really good at that. And shop for cars, apparently.
Honey, there's a new fur mink coat I want to get. Can I borrow some more money?
But darling, you already got one last week.
Yes, but that's last week's fur coat. I need a new one.
Alright, darling, whatever keeps you happy. I feel like you're watching way too much Alfred Hitchcock.
Plus, Esmeralda just got a new French fur mink shawl. And I can't have her outdoing me, can I?
Well, darling, do you want a shawl or do you want a coat?
Yes.
Good answer.
You're so good to me, Roger.
Wait, why am I
Offering
Roger?
me both of them?
Why am I Roger?
What a man.
My name is John.
I know, I said that. Do some laundry folding and vacuuming videos and you'll have a steady income. So what I'm hearing is I just need to set up an OnlyFans account of me just doing the chores.
Like naked or can you be clothed?
Yeah. Good distinction. So am I naked doing these things or am I just doing these things?
Like cute French maid outfit or... Because we can make this happen.
Ginger, you do have a maid outfit.
I was going to say you can borrow the outfit from Ginger.
Ginger, you have a maid outfit.
But I didn't want to do that to Ginger.
Sounds like you missed your calling in life, fam.
I know.
And then do I usually do these at Fitty? Fitty feels dark.
Well, you can find his at Only Reds, so...
Only beards.
Only beards?
30%. 30%. There's people out here doing streams of just cleaning their houses with a fuck ton of people there just to watch. I mean, yeah, a lot of people watch a lot of dumb shit on the internet.
But are they hot?
least didn't quote recalling is from, but it gives me Charlotte Lottie LaBeouf from Princess and the Frog. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Big Daddy. I need everything to be perfect.
Lottie reminds me of my cousin.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, like, Tiana, and she's definitely Lottie. Let's put it that way.
Come on now, Big Daddy. I have to have everything perfect. Go on, tell it, Big Daddy. Go on.
Go on. Oh, don't worry, I'll tell her. That is my cousin. I'll kiss a frog for you, darling.
Great movie, Rogue.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Great city, too. Nolans.
Hey. You're as pretty as a magnolia in May. Going down the bayou.
I was just thinking that in my head.
Going down the bayou.
I was just like, man, I wonder what my grunkle's up to. That little firefly reminds me so much of him. You can comment, Ray?
Remo.
Your grandmama.
Hey, Mama OD. Well, shit, man, we're getting efficient up in this bitch because this guy's collared.
He's got collard greens? That sounds good.
Shit, fam.
Shit, fam. Add more additional details. Anything else missing? What is the color of his energy?
Shut the fuck up. Okay, hear me out. Lottie is a fantastic character. She never loses sight of her friendship with Tiana. True. She tries to take care of her. True. She's considerate, and the man she wanted to be with fell in love with Tiana, and she was supportive and heckin' excited for Tiana. Yep.
Yeah, no, she's amazing.
Yep.
She's like one of the best characters that I think Disney's ever done because it shows you that you shouldn't be a selfish bitch, even though that you have
even though she's
everything
spoiled.
in the world she could possibly want, and she's spoiled. She was raised properly.
Yeah, even though she's spoiled as hell, she's still a decent fucking person at the end of the damn day. Yeah. You sure this is the right blind lady who lives in a boat in the middle in a tree in the bayou?
Middle bayou.
I just want to play trumpet with the big boys.
Play that Louie. That's a great gator costume. It's probably one of my favorite parts of it.
Shit fire. Do we think anything else needs to be? I mean, so like keep in mind, like once we finish, like so the last part of this, obviously. I mean, we're gonna need to give him a name.
I loves you too, Ginger. We're talking about what color your energy is.
I know, fuck you.
What? Excuse me? Couldn't hear that.
Fuck you.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Fuck you.
Oh. You're the nicest person.
Yep. So the last part of this that we will do is when we ultimately decide on like what our villain or what our hero looks like. We'll do like a little scaled silhouette of them in the image so that we can see like, you know, what they look like and like what side they are.
I think Mama Guac's gonna be watching a movie soon. If not already. It is a really well done movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's really good.
And just the like New Orleans like architecture that they bring to life in the movie with how much like rich history is there. Like they did such a good job. There's only 2 movies like that they've done like locations perfectly, and that's like Lilo and Stitch and Princess and the Frog, in my opinion. That they've put that much time and effort into like making every tiny detail perfect.
Yeah. So when we finally decide like what our hero looks like, what I'll do is go back into a bunch of these and I'll put in like, the little standing silhouette of what our hero looks like, so that we can see, kind of size scale of how they match up compared to each one of our bosses and villains and stuff like that. So that's the only piece that I think is missing. That we would still need to do per se, but I think
Per se.
need to smoke some fresh air. Hey, I think this sir is done. Truthishly, I think the reason why we burned through this a little faster is I wasn't also doing the headshot. I think if I had been doing the headshot, that would have eaten up this last hour that we stopped early. But with this guy the size that he is, there's just no room.
And his head is
itty bitty lemon space.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Disney kick right now, huh?
So that definitely helps, speed this up a little bit. That we're not doing the headshot in the center like we did with the last guy, wandering Waldo? Wandering... What the fuck did I name him?
Well, everybody named him.
Wandering Waldo. That's what we named him.
Oh, that little dude. He was cool.
Yeah. But he had a headshot, which I liked doing. I know I want to go back and do one for our first lady, the Owl Lady. And then a bunch of the other NPCs and characters like that going forward. But this big giant man is just too goddamn big giant to do one.
Too big.
He's too big. The only way to fit it in would be to scrunch him down, and I don't want to. Because I like how big he is and how much space he takes up on the sheet. So...
38. You're 2018. There's no way you should be 38.
I don't feel like scaling him down so that he fits in the picture. Personally.
I don't think I'd ever want to own a car that's color was parchment.
See, I could do this, and then we could, slide that body part, or, the side view over, and I could squeeze him in. I just don't want to.
I don't think it needs to be there, though. His head is so tiny that it's really not.
Mama, I would describe this character as huge. Huge-antic.
Just put one right behind the butt. Just right here.
Clown.
Touch the butt.
I touched the butt.
And you could try to fit it in that top open area. Right, yeah, I could probably squeeze one in, and it wouldn't be, in the same place.
What? In the butt.
Face and ass. I like Molly's suggestion. He's huge. Him's a big lad.
He is a thick boy, isn't he? He's thick with 4 C's, though.
Yeah, he big. He roll big.
He pretty. He doesn't have enough amber in him, but he's pretty.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well, you suck at drawing.
Can't win them all, I guess.
Well, maybe one day you'll be a better artist. Are you happy with him?
Yeah, I like him.
Do you have any other little details you'd want to add to him?
No, I think at this point it would just be overdoing it. I think it looks good.
Why'd you go back to the tan color instead of the green? For his army arms?
I think it just looks a lot softer next to the shiny colors of the stones.
Makes you pay attention to the stones more?
Yeah, it doesn't distract from those. Because the green on his top half is a very dark, muted green. And then the green I was using for the vines was very bright, so it kind of stole your attention. And right now the attention goes to the gold veins and those little shiny rock parts, which is what I wanted. So
my attention only goes to you.
Yeah, I'm alright without doing a headshot.
Ooh.
I can move.
Oh no, you're too expensive. Wait.
I suggested this headshot right behind his butt so it could be butthead. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
I like him.
Let's see.
You know what you could do if you have time?
Swoop. Swoop.
Maybe.
Swoop.
When are you going to start working on your Kirby's?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is pretty color.
I could do this and make the eyes glowy. It's kind of cool looking.
Ooh, I like that. He gives me like Iron Giant like vibes. Okay, so I said that I wouldn't look at Jeeps, but I'm looking at a Jeep.
The more I hear Malloy talk, the more it confirms my opinion that we would get along fantastically. Yes. It is true. Let's...
It's baby blue. It's got terrible gas mileage, but it's pretty.
I'm going to duplicate the eyeballs because
It's
we're going to
pretty.
do...
It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. So cute and fluffy. Do you like it?
Yeah, you still got to tell me what you want. Glamrock, you still got to tell me what you wanted for your commission that you won.
Mm-hmm. No, she said she had to think about it. So cute. So stupidly expensive.
Yeah, let's give the eyeballs a little bit of a glow. That looks cool. Toot toot! Rudy toot toot.
Okay, that's pretty darn cute. I like him.
Yeah. It's a good stone boy.
You like your stone boy?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stone is it?
A labradorite.
I just went crazy again.
It's a labradorite with gold veins. He's got like vines on his arms so that he can do like stretchy, like flaily attacks with them. He's childlike and playful as his personality. He's got his grass mohawk.
Which is pretty dope.
Let's go through the list one last time. See if we can
Make sure you're not missing something.
make sure I got all the bits and bobs. Ooh, Bones.
What is that? Ooh.
Bones did their tiefling. The
Shut up, give me some.
you got Discord too.
Mm.
Okay, so we got an earth golem. It's made of labradorite. It's got brown and green grass stuff going on it.
Where is it?
Weren't supposed to see it so soon. Oh, too bad.
Ooh. That's
It was supposed to be silver and gold veins forming, but we agreed that the silver didn't look as good. It looked labradorite. He's made of doggo veins? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he has doggos in his veins. Yeah, we were going to do silver and gold, but we kind of all agree that the gold itself looks better.
The silver was a little weird.
4 white eyes. We made them all shiny too for the fun of it. Playful and childlike. He already looks playful, and the big bottom makes it look like he's got a diaper, in my opinion, which makes him definitely childlike. He's got little feet with little toesies.
Got little baby feet.
And then I was going to do a flail for one arm. I was going to do like one arm that was just like a whole bunch of vines and stuff that had a stone down at the bottom. But we did both of them so that they can kind of like stretch out, presumably, and like grab the hero character and, you know, kind of do like a big spinny move and stuff like that. So I did both. I was originally going to do like a more asymmetrical design. So this guy's a little bit more symmetrical, a touch. But I think he still looks cool.
I think he's adorable. I think everybody did a good job.
I think he looks fun.
You did a good job putting them together. There's a giant dent in that car right there.
Yeah. I did see what you said, but yes. I was thinking about his horse to give him maybe. Yes, send me a DM of that, but yeah, that could definitely be doable. Not super great at animals, so drawing a horse may be a bit of a struggle, but
Dude,
I'll
horses
figure it out.
are the easiest animals to draw.
Says you.
I've painted several. Again, you can do hands. I can do animals. Okay, so hear me out. This is only selling for $108,000. It's a 911 Turbo. We do not need this car at all.
Yeah, I think this boy's done. So...
I think it's time to blow this scene. 3, 2, 1.
Let's jam. God, that song takes no effort to get stuck in my noggin.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing left to do with this boy is to pick a name for it, which I usually do on Discord.
Sorry.
So yeah, normally I would pick names through Discord, but I've still got a bunch of you guys here, and it's only 10:30.
You want to name this boy?
So yeah, do we want to at the very least throw out a bunch of names that we can then throw into Discord and pick later? What would you guys like to pick for a name? So this is our first boss. Now keep in mind, like, you know,
he's a boss?
Yeah, keep in mind that like all these characters that we're doing
Boss is pretty.
are all going into the fake video game that we're gonna make, that I'm gonna make like an instruction manual for. So far we have Dr. Traversia Knightley, the pun named. That's gonna be like our tutorial introductory character, like the one that like the hero meets first, and like she kind of walks you through like how to play the game and like what the world's like, blah blah blah. I'm treating her like the tutorial person, and then maybe like you go back to her to like, you know, level up or what have you. I don't know. We'll work out the mechanics of what the game does later. We'll have like a sit down stream where we figure that out. Wandering Waldo is our traveling merchant. They're gonna be the person that like shows up. Hankford the Horror, Minute Stone Sledge, Rocky Boldera. These are all good. Okay. These are all good. So
That was a good one.
So Wandering Waldo was our character that like, you know, you'd go off into a dungeon or whatever, and then when you come back out, he's like randomly placed throughout the game. You just run into him at random. The things he sells are never consistent. You know, like he always sells different stuff each time you run into him. So there's a little bit like the merchant in Resident Evil 4, where you like kind of run into him like out in the world. But I like the idea of him having just like different shit each time you meet him. He never has the same things. And then this character is your first boss. This is the first big boss that you go up against. I kind of like name opposite. I kind of like names opposite to the look. So like Blossom Pebbles. Okay. I'm going to throw all of these names into... Let me write all these down so that I've got these. First, best names. Okay, so Labradorite. I mean, that's not bad. Okay, so what did we have? Glam said Hankford the Horror. Mama said Rocky Boldera, which I do like. Boldera. Bones said Minute Stone Sledge. That might be Minnie. Blossom Pebbles. And then we'll do Labradorite. Okay. Anybody else want to throw out a name? Because we'll throw all these into the Discord, and then you guys can vote on which ones you like. You know, like we did the other two. But I figure since we're still hanging out, you know, I didn't want to cut stream short already at 10:30. So I figured since we're all still hanging out, we can kind of come up with some names together. Does anybody else have a name that they'd like to throw out? Labracadabra.
sounds like a Kirby name for like a bad boss.
Yes, yeah, that does sound like a Kirby villain.
That's cute.
Do I have one?
You'd never let him name stuff.
I named Wandering Waldo.
Exactly. Never let
Wandering Waldo Lunderland. Rogue wants to know if you have a name that you would name this big stone thing.
I don't want to play on the words with the type of gem that it is.
Name him Daisy.
Daisy.
I'm writing it.
Daisy needs a last name, though.
Not necessarily. Mr. Sparkle Bottoms. Okay, Phoenix.
He does have Sparkle Bottom, though. If the sun hits him just right.
Just for the flowers. Yeah. No, I like it. That is fun. That is fun that you'd like go up against like the first boss and it would like the health bar would show up and you'd see Daisy. That would be fucking awesome. We need to get back to stream now. Yeah. Go stream. That would be pretty fucking funny though. Like the first time you come to the boss, you see the health bar show up and it just says Daisy.
Daisy.
Oh shit. I know some daisies. There's some pretty tough little dogs, so.
Oh, excusez-moi. I like this boy. Yeah. So when we do like the finished thing, like the finished book, I will probably do each one of these like lineup pages at the very end of the book, just kind of like for you guys to look at. Inside the book, I definitely want to do like a more posed illustration. So that's why I was asking before, like, what's the pose that you would want to see for some of these characters? Or just go with the classic tiny. Yeah. So these will probably be at the end of the book just to have them there so you guys can see what we all did, with each of the turnarounds. But I know each page, each illustration, like a classic, video game manual, I want to have like a nice posed illustration. So his will probably be like, like a big like wind up attack where he's got like his arm really stretched out or something. So what is this pose? Yeah, probably something like that. It's probably something where he's got like his arm back and he's doing like a big old swing pose, or maybe something where he's got his arms together to show that he does that like spinny move. I don't know. That'll be the fun part to figure out once we put those together. The other thing is one has to be dabbing, period. I'll be accepting no other questions at this time. One of the other things that I want to do with you guys is have like a couple of sit down streams where we go over some of the kind of pull like an L2 and have like a more or less world building stream, if you want to call it that, where we decide like how the game works, what the world looks like, some of the fun little mechanics of like, we might want to wait until after the hero is done as well to decide like what does our hero do, like what mechanics do they have and stuff like that. But there's a couple of sit down streams I want to do with you guys where we kind of just go over the world and decide like how does it work, what does the game feel like, shit like that. So that might honestly need to be a thing that we do after we've created all the characters, but I feel like we could still do a couple of streams here or there where we scheme up some of these ideas so that they're not all done at the last second. Also, it was mentioned one night when I was talking about this, Pun mentioned that he likes doing map design and stuff like that. How would you guys feel about this becoming a little bit more of a community project in that sense?
Ooh.
Where like, and it'll be a thing that I'll like commission you to do, But, you know, like, if you're really good at, like, writing up, you know, like, character descriptions, like, you know, we can have somebody that does some of the write-ups.
Get
you know,
everybody involved.
Pun says he's really good at doing map design, and I've seen some of his. So, you know, we could get a couple people that are really good at map design.
Get them to work together on creating things.
Yeah, so that way it's not just 100% me doing it. Again, I will commission the people that do some of the extra work, because you're going to be doing work for this book.
Finally figured out.
And I'm not about to fucking sell a book that other people did work for and didn't get their pay for. So, so naturally, whoever we use to do something, so say if Pun does does our overall map, you know, he'll get paid to do it, and he'll get credit for saying, or, you know, showing that he did the fucking map. So on and so forth. So if anybody's good at, like, logo design, you know, feel free to let me know. If you're good at doing maps, if you consider yourself more of a writer, you know, these are all things that we can figure out later. Science. That sounds like effort. Yeah, kind of. But yeah, if that's something that you guys would be interested in being a part of this, I'm all for it. This is definitely not a thing where I feel like I need to do all the legwork. It's mine. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to be able to say that, like, we did this book, certain parts. Especially being able to say, like, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did this. Like, that'd be dope. Stupid fat hobbitses. Because there's going to be parts of the book where once we decide what our hero looks like, we're going to need to do, like, 2 or 3 pages that show, like, what that hero's attacks look like, right? Like, when you push the A button, this happens. When you push the B button, this happens. You know, you get, when you level up and earn this attack, this is what it looks like. So we're going to need somebody that can draw out those cute little simplified versions of the hero character doing those attacks and stuff like that. So that's, you know, that sounds like something like Bones you'd be able to pull off really well, is doing, like, these cute, like, almost chibi-fied little versions of the character, like our hero character, like, doing different attacks so you can look like it. Oh yeah, Phoenix, this isn't anytime soon. This is more so, like, once all these characters are done up and we're putting together the book. Yeah, you're very good at doing, like, cute little dudes. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in potentially, like, making this even more of a group project, I am all about it. Almost just drank paint water. Derp.
I know that pain.
Bruh.
Dude, as long as it's not oil, you're alright.
Yeah, I'm definitely not, like, so territorial that I can't let people be a part of this project. And I would absolutely love to be able to say that you guys are a part of this. So, we will talk about that. It'll be more, like I said, it'll be more towards, like, the end of the project when we're, you know, once all these characters are designed out and we're actually putting together the book. So,
I think it sounds like a fun idea.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have other people spotlighted on the book. Because I will make sure...
If they care to be.
I will, yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're interested in it. But,
if you're not, then...
I mean, you guys are all going to get thrown into this book for helping me create these characters in the first place. Like, I'm going to absolutely spotlight all of you guys for helping out with all of this. So, Rogue, I'm sure we can figure something out. You're smart. You're good at stuff. If you wanted to participate, I'm sure we could figure something out. I'm sure you know how to do something, Bubby.
You know how to do tons of stuff.
But yeah, I mean, you guys are going to get spotlight in the book at some point just because you're helping me create each one of these characters, so keep that in mind. But,
someone's going to have to help figure out how to keep all this going and organized, and I vote Rogue.
Yeah, we're going to need, like, a project organizer. We're going to need somebody that, you know, if anybody knows how to do, like, can make political laws in lethal jargon.
Might be necessary, to be honest.
You know, if anybody's good at, like layouts and stuff like that, like, you know, actually, like, putting these things together into, like, well laid out pages and PDF documents so that this looks really good and it's top tier quality, like, that's something that we could use the help with. You know, we'll suss all of that shit out once we get to the book making process. But just keep that in mind, that if there's something you know how to do and you'd like to help out, then I'm coming for you. I would love to write if you needed something. Cool. Yeah. Or even just like, going to somebody to color. If somebody's really good at like a digital painting, like something where I could do like
there's so many different things that you're gonna need.
Yeah,
there's something for everybody.
Because like a big pretty like cover illustration would be dope, especially if it had like really pretty like painted texture to it. So if somebody's really good at like digitally painting, or even like physically painting, I guess like that would be dope.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's gonna have to figure out how to design what the book's gonna look like, the covers. Somebody's gonna have to type all this shit up.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of shit that I can sit here and do all myself, but I'd love to give you guys all spotlights to like sit in Excel and just sing. So we'll talk about that. Don't get nervous. This isn't a thing I'm gonna drop on you in the next couple of days. This is probably like in the next year after all these characters have been designed. Well, actually in like 9 months. After all the characters have been designed, we start talking about putting this together into a full book. So this is not tomorrow.
We're gonna make a baby together.
Mm-hmm. So just if you aren't in the Discord, get in the Discord so that you can be part of that conversation when it comes up.
Share the Discord. Who's the Discord?
The Bayless art team, exactly. It's not to be that person, but it's one L. It's one L, and that L is capitalized.
Yes, if it's Bayless, it's a capital L.
Yeah.
Unless you don't know how to spell my name.
There you go, Bones. Yes. Yeah, no, we already came up with that name.
Like, actually, we were dubbed that name back when, like, Brad and Jen were together or some shit.
Yeah. Like we were given the celeb name.
That's like, we talking like 12 years ago.
Is that the official LLC? Might have to be, actually. Bayless LLC.
I mean, we had a bunch of other stuff that we started to do under the Bayless stuff.
We actually started funny enough, we tried to do something like this before, where we made a Facebook.
There's a page, but I took everything off because it was a way for both of us to have somewhere for our portfolios to sit.
Yeah, we made a Facebook group where we were going to show off our portfolio work.
But that was back when you were still in school and I was working nonstop.
Yeah, we were going to do something kind of like we do here, where we try to like get other artists, give them a spotlight, help keep everybody motivated.
And then we realized most of the artists that we know were kind of not so nice.
Yeah, we didn't know that many people when I first started dating, but the internet wasn't what it is now either. But yeah, so I mean, funny enough, we've been kind of rolling on the Bayless name for a little while.
I've signed pretty much every year. Our Christmas cards are from the Bayless.
Yeah.
So and my family's jokingly said, because if we get married, I wouldn't take anybody's last name. So they've jokingly said, well, you should just both change your last name to Bayless.
That'd be funny. Yes, CJ, I have a Discord. If you do command Discord.
Oh yes, please.
I have a Disquad.
It's different shenanigans.
It's not a crazy hectic one. It's just if you want a place to help you stay motivated,
or if you want something you want to share.
Yeah, if you want to share something, if you want constructive feedback on a piece you're doing, and don't even feel like it specifically has to be art related. If you just want to be like, dude, check it out, I made dinner the other day. Look how delicious this looks. You can show pictures.
That's great.
If you want to just be like, hey, I built that one?
No.
Bayless art team and evil unpaid interns.
Yeah, I saw that one. It's cracking my shit up.
Like, don't feel like it's art only. Like, if you want to show off a table you built, or dinner you made, or the fact that you went on a hike, like,
or you just, whatever you're proud of.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? It's not all about art. Art's subjective.
It's just I just wanted to make a place where we can help motivate each other. Look, guys, I put on pants today. I mean, if you did a fucking thing, man.
I mean, if you're proud, I'm proud, so.
I just wanted a Discord where we could, like, motivate each other, keep each other to task, and help, keep each other upbeat and positive. It's not a crazy hectic place to,
Do the pants have pockets? Is the question.
If they need to.
Well, they better. Why would I want to wear them if they don't have pockets? I got so mad. The pants that I was wearing yesterday, they're pants of lies.
Yeah, that weak-ass pocket that's in those yellow pants.
Yes!
Yeah.
And then the back is like a fake pocket. I legit thought they were like proper, like, hemmed together pockets, like suit pants. Fucking nay.
Yeah.
There were no such things.
Yeah, you girls get shorthanded on fucking
so
pockets.
Mad.
It's stupid.
Slightly tempted to never wear them again.
But yeah, so I mean, if you're interested, CJ, like I said, it's not a crazy noisy Discord, kind of on purpose because I can't handle a crazy noisy Discord personally. It's just
I can't. It's
had sewn up front pockets. Yeah, are they at least the kind where you can like go in and scissor them open and then they at least work like pockets? Because men's dress pants do that. Like when you first get them, the pockets are all sewn shut.
Well, all proper
and you can go in and like open them up.
All proper slacks are supposed to do that.
But yeah, I can't handle a super hectic Discwad, so ours is kind of chill on purpose. So
Have sewn up front pockets.
it's funny that women get small pockets now because historically women had massive pockets under their dresses.
yes, actually.
Oh yeah,
True.
what
Yeah.
like in the bloomers?
Well,
Or
like,
what do you call those breeches that women wore under dresses?
well, I mean, even like some of the attire that I used to wear at the last job, like we had all these cool little hidden pockets and shit, and then like all this like stuff that you could hide everything everywhere. And now it's like, oh cool, I guess I'll go buy a purse.
Yep, it's because Big Satchel wants you to buy into purses.
I want you guys to spend all your money on overpriced stupid purses.
And Big Satchel.
Yeah.
Ginger, I need to really change my Discord command to also work for Discwad.
Discwad.
Because I love calling it the Discwad. Sorry, Molly got me a little popper fidget dude.
You said you wanted one.
There was a separate article of clothing that was a big pouch that tied under your corset, but under your overdress, and the dresses had slits to access the pocket.
Yep, we used to do that with
Sick.
the colonial dresses that we had.
So you had like a big fanny pack under your dress.
Yeah. Built-in fanny pack, essentially.
Neat.
You could hide like cell phones, radios.
Well, probably not at the time.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like when we wore them. When we wore them at
Colonial
my last
women
job.
used to put their cell phones in it all the time.
You can hide a whole rooster under there. I'm not kidding. I've done it before.
A whole cock, you say?
A whole cock.
Wow.
named Sherman.
Rogue, it's funny. She got me this guy. She got me this new popper, and I've had this for a while. I've had a little fidget cube that's got like a bunch of little doodads on it. This guy's awesome. I really like the thumbstick, and then these little 5 front buttons, because they make like a nice, really like.
Clicky.
They make like a nice tippy tap. So a lot of times I'll hold it, and I'll just kind of like thumb the little joystick, and then just usually go like ape shit on the buttons, because it makes my little monkey ADH brain happy. So this boy's nice. It's got a couple other things. The little flip lever. It's got a little spinny wheel. It's got a rolly ball that's aight. It's got these little clicker boys that are fun sometimes, because some of them are different clickies.
You almost got a giant T-Rex one.
This one's good.
But it was like the size of like your iPad.
Oh God.
Yeah. And it was like army greens and stuff. It was really cool.
Mm.
And then there was a huge unicorn one that was like massive.
Good Lord.
Yeah. But it was like
I don't know why they need to
$20.
be that big. Thank you, CJ. You'll notice a couple of things. It's your button mashing gamer brain. Enjoy. I mean, it really is. I've got my fingers on the buttons and my thumb on the thumbstick. Like it's really just like, yeah. I'm really just doing a fucking. I just need a Wiimote. That's what. I just need like a Wiimote and a joystick back here.
A secret cock pocket.
So CJ, yeah, like you'll notice. Like I said, it's a super quiet Discwad, so don't feel like you have to go ham in it. I got a couple of things in there. The character creator has a channel. You'll see one called the Gold Star List. I'll have to add your name to it. But anytime somebody does something dope and awesome, you get a gold star. And at some point, I'm going to decide what you can redeem 5 stars for. Like, at the moment, you get something out of the treasure chest. I don't know what that is yet. We'll get there.
Told you, we're creating treasure chests.
Well, yeah, you're going to have a treasure chest at some point. Just no. I just haven't decided what's in it yet. But yeah, there's like the Gold Star List. There's I Did a Thing, which is a good thing, which is a place where you can share whatever the fuck you... If you did a thing, and you want people to see that you did a thing, post it and I did a thing. There's the list. So this is one of the big things that I started it, and I want to say this again for anybody that might be new. The list, you'll notice up above my head, if you've got a small list of like 2, 3, 4 things that you want to get done before the end of the year that you'd like people's help backing you up on, the list is the place to do that. So you'll notice that a bunch of people posted their list of things that they would like to do before the end of the year, or just not even if just the end of the year, just projects they would like to get done. You're welcome to make a list in the list. And then we'll kind of help back each other up and, stuff like that. Suggestion box is like if you know that somebody's really good at like a certain type of art and you want to show them something, or if there's like something that you'd like to see done with like the stream or Discord, like you'd like to throw out like a suggestion of like, hey, could this be a thing? Suggestion box is the good place to do it. Character creators for this, gold stars, that's the gold star list. Monthly challenge, you guys will see that starting up in May. I'm going to start throwing out these little monthly challenges, mostly just to kind of help be like a motivational little push in the butt. Next month's you'll see is just going to be, I can have an absurd number of emotes on Discord. So if you have an idea for an emote that you'd like to have on the Discord, next month's challenge is just going to be doodle it, write it up, whatever. Suggestion box, get good. Sharing is caring is just share some shit. If you found a really cool video on the internet or TikTok or picture, whatever, you can go in the sharing channel. Off topic is just You taking pictures or filming it?
No, I'm actually looking at a video.
Okay. Off topic is just kind of the social place. Tasty Jams was supposed to be it's like a place for putting like music that you find that you want to share with people. And then Check This Out was supposed to be a place like if you find like a streamer or an artist or something that you think is really good, but I feel like that's the same thing as sharing is caring, so I may like merge those two at some point. I don't know yet. But there you go. There's the... Oh, thank you to the real MVP who also joined. Oh, Super CT8. Right. Yeah. There it is. I forget that like you can have a name and then you can have a name and then you can have a name. Thank you both for joining. I will make sure to add you to the gold star list. Because everybody's on it.
Am I on it?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yes, you are.
Do I have a gold star?
No, you haven't done anything gold star worthy yet.
Go fuck yourself.
What am I going to just give you one because we shtup?
That at least deserves one gold star.
I should get one for dealing with you.
Okay, let me have your phone. I'll give you a gold star.
Yeah, L2 has a gold star. Penix has one. Bones has one. Rogue has one.
I feel disrespected.
Jordan has one. Ginger has one. Mama Guac has one.
Okay, so apparently you just give gold stars out of every bitch you talk to, except for me.
Yeah, all of my favorite bitches have one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not all of my favorite bitches.
The audacity of you.
Not all of my favorite bitches. Ducky hasn't gotten one yet.
Rogue says I deserve stars.
Yes, Mama Guac, I called you one of my favorite bitches. And yes, Bones, you're one of my favorite bitches as well.
We riot at dawn. Well,
My favorite bitches all have gold stars right now.
Well, everybody's your favorite bitch, but...
Yeah, but not
Except
everybody
for me,
has...
apparently.
I love a lot of bitches, but you don't all have gold stars, so...
So what you're saying is...
Is being a favorite bitch a downgrade or an upgrade from Mijito? It's both. You can be both things at the same time. Also, I like how you censored yourself.
Wait.
You're so adorable.
Wait.
What?
No. We're fighting for my stars here. Don't worry about your stars.
You have a green sword? What do you mean you have a green S-word? No, love. Not here on Twitch. I'm talking about on the Discord, on the gold star list. I wonder if I could migrate like the gold stars onto here. What is the green sword for? That's for a moderator.
You can pick your, don't people have a thingy for like your VIPs?
Yeah, can't I change the emote for what a moderator looks like? I know L2stifer's personalized like every square inch of his fucking Twitch.
He's amazing like that. Maybe you should learn how to get good.
Can I change my like mod emote? Because that'd be kind of cool.
I'm really upset I don't have a star now.
Well, do something.
I have no stars upon thars.
Do something, bish. I can, CJ? Okay, cool.
You Starbelly Sneeches are mean.
Maybe you can change your mod emote? Shut up, what? Mama's learning. Okay, so maybe we'll have to do that at some point. Yours is a diamond on the stream that you mod. Okay, cool. Cool. So we'll have to think up a cool emote for moderators to have.
You also have to think of your treasure chest that you're going to create for your star bitches. Assuming I'm not one, then I'm not helping you with your treasure chest.
I will always censor my swearing, even in person in most cases. You're adorable.
You are a sweet, gentle soul.
Yeah, we will need to think of what to do in our treasure chest for when people hit 5 gold stars. But so far, everybody only has one.
Okay, so...
Everybody that has one only has one. So we've got a minute.
We just don't pass them out like candy.
No, you don't hand them out like candy. You gotta do some shiz. Okay, Bones, go get to bed.
Love you, Bones.
Love you, Bones. Have a good night. I'm gonna call it myself. It's 11 o'clock. I think we've shot the shit plenty. Ginger, obviously, feel free to cut a lot of this off because it's just gonna be staring at the same image for the last 30 fucking minutes.
I thought you were gonna do the Full House thing where you cut it out.
Feel free to cut it out. Yeah, obviously get up to the point where I stop drawing and then just, kind of call it there when you do your time lapse. I said most cases. That was just a bit. Oh, you swore? You did a swear? You did a swear? Something.
Take that star away.
You did the same thing for the last one too? Oh, okay, good to know. Alright. Rogue did mini swears? Ay, Dios mío. Mijito. I can swear like a sailor, I just don't like to.
It's just
I'm not mad, mijito. I'm just disappointed. I'm not even going to say that. That's so mean to say. I'm not even going to say it.
No.
Okay. Who we raiding? Okay, so Quad's back.
No.
But he's doing music. Oh man, the person we raided last night was streaming earlier, but I guess she's done for the night.
Why didn't you go over there?
So let's go get... Let's see, there's Glamour, there's Ducky playing some Phasmo. Super Kaylin's playing Elden Ring.
There's a lot of fun people on.
What you guys think? What you guys thinking? Do you want to go give Ducky some love? Go hang out with her, make sure she raids on somebody? Or Glamour. Do we want to go raid Glamour? Give her some love? Do we want to go see Ducky? Do we want to go see Super Kaylin? What you guys want to do? I'm Italian. Swearing is something we're naturally gifted in. Truth. Let's go raid Glamour and then make sure that Glamour raids Ducky. Because Ducky's gonna Ducky's gonna be on for a while. So let's go get Glamour and then make sure that Glamour raids into Ducky. So that Ducky gets some love too. Capiche? I don't know who this teeny tiny little skinny bitch is for Amazon Music. But she teeny tiny.
She cute, she little.
She widow.
Little bittle.
She's widow. I need my keyboard, which is down. Chaw. Behind.
Alright.
Just gotta search the behind.
My puppy dog's about to turn into a pumpkin.
Alright, so let's go raid the Glamrock. And then I need you guys to do me a favor and make sure that she raids into the Ducky if she doesn't already have somebody else in mind, so that we can love the Ducky, because we all love the Ducky. Thanks for hanging out while I got this guy done. Super happy with how he turned out. I will throw this picture and a bunch of the names that we schemed up on Discord tomorrow so that we can all vote on which one you like. And then next week, I think we're gonna do some of the we're gonna do the Kirby Kirby personas that you guys commissioned. I got one for Papa Jedi and I got one for Mama Guac that I gotta do. So those are gonna be cute. Yeah, so everybody have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Pee pee and poo poo.